Hey everybody, welcome to Journey Through the Generations, and I am so excited. The time is finally here. RootsTech 2024 is right around the corner.
I mean, we're about a month and a half out.
Yeah, I can't believe it. This time went by fast.
I mean, it
seems
really
like we just got home from 2023.
It seems like not only did we just get home, I feel like I was just in the keynote speaker listening to Jordan Sparks. Honestly, it went by. It always goes by fast. But yes, I'm super excited about RootsTech next month, and this is the time that I use to decide on what I'm going to do while I'm there.
And we were busy in 2023 for sure.
Yes, we had a lot going on,
it was
and
a lot.
I think back on it, and I'm like, how did we fit all of that in?
I know, and looking at 2024, it's going to be just as busy.
Yes, it's going to be.
With meetings, with networking events, we're going to do some interviews.
Yes.
We are going to talk with some folks about projects upcoming. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on at RootsTech, and I'm excited about it. It's something new for us. We're going to have to be like on our P's and Q's.
Our time management is going to be...
it's going to be busy,
yes.
But I think what we're going to do is be bringing you the same content that we've always brought to you at RootsTech with things like recaps
yes.
of the conference, interviews with some vendors there
yes.
at Expo Hall. We did a Expo Hall tour last year.
Yes.
It was very well received, and so we're planning on doing that again for this year. So some of those things that we did in 2023 we'll be doing again in 2024, plus a few other things as well.
Yes, and I always feel like I never start soon enough getting like my tentative schedule together, but it's important because not only are we doing things for Journey Through the Generations, you know, I'm there and I want to go to the library, the Family Search Library, and get some research in. I have classes, sessions that I am super excited about, and presenters that I'm definitely excited about hearing. I want to spend time in the Expo Hall. There are going to be people there that I, network with and talk with on social media that I'm actually going to get to meet in person. So, I mean, it's a lot going on in a 3-day span. So that's why I get started early, getting my schedule together.
And I will be interviewing people for my podcast, Black Genealogy Corner. If you don't listen, please go and subscribe. So if you're listening to this podcast, you will find my podcast as well. So search and follow me.
Absolutely.
So I'll be interviewing people while we're there for that. And then I'm going to be announcing another big project at RootsTech. So yes, it's busy. I'm excited. There's a lot going on. And I mean, I'm going to have to, I don't know, find some energy, greens or something to keep me going, because they are long days and nights, 3 or 4 nights. And so let's get into, kind of what's going on. So the first things first, if you've never heard of RootsTech, I don't know how you haven't. Maybe you're new to genealogy and family research, but RootsTech is the largest genealogy conference in the world. Millions of people attend between in person and virtually online. It's a huge deal. It is February 29th through March 2nd at the Salt Palace Convention in Salt Lake City, Utah. And then if you can't go in person, we hope you would, but understand that you can't. There is a way that you can go virtually, and it's totally free virtual. And then there's a cost associated if you go in person. So
registration is still open.
Registration is still open. So go online, rootstech.org, and register for the conference. And then just before we get into the details, Trisha. You should also know, if you're new listening to us, is that we are official RootsTech media for not just for RootsTech the conference, but throughout the year. And so we'll be bringing you all year good RootsTech information,
yes,
projects, classes, and of course the conference.
The thing to remember about RootsTech is, although it's based around a 3-day conference, once you register, whether you are an in-person attendee or a virtual attendee, once you register, you have access to the classes.
Yep.
365 days a year. So you can do all the learning and everything you can throughout the entire year. So although, like I said, it's based around a 3-day conference, you can use and utilize all the information, the speakers, the keynote speakers, the classes. You can do that throughout the year once you've registered for the conference.
Yeah, and it's a good conference. You find out, you can just learn about a lot of different things. And we're definitely excited to be a part of it. So, all right, we got that out of the way. Let's talk about some of the things that you can expect at RootsTech, things to kind of help you prepare.
One of the things, of course, is a conference. So in person, you can expect to be able to have your choice of over 200 in-person sessions about family history and genealogy. This conference is literally for anyone who is interested in family history, whether you are just beginning yesterday, or if you've been researching for the last 30 years, or if you do it professionally. There's going to be a class, a session, a presentation that is going to be for you no matter what level you are in your research.
Yes, and there will be, I think, I know the keynote speakers will be available for the virtual attendees.
Yes.
So you'll be able to watch the keynotes. We haven't seen the schedule yet, or
No.
we've seen the classes. We haven't seen the schedule yet. So we don't know if there will be a class here and there that will also be broadcast to the virtual people. But for the virtual attendees, you will have your own special set of speakers and classes that are available to you during the conference.
Yes,
so
that I won't have access to until I get home.
Right. So virtually, you may not be able to participate in the sessions that are being held in Salt Lake City, but you'll also, during that week, you'll have access to some other classes that are made just for you.
Yeah, and I know last year they did sprinkle in a few in-person classes that they live streamed, I think is what they called it.
Yep. We just don't know if that's going to be a thing
but
this year.
But as soon as we know,
but
we will let you know.
Yep, I would anticipate that the actual schedule, the times and locations and all that stuff,
it's coming very soon.
It's going to be coming out here real soon. So, so please stay tuned to our social media. For sure, our social media is probably where it'll go first. So make sure you go and follow us and like and subscribe and all those good fun things. So, yeah, definitely do that.
And I also want to mention the virtual conference. No one does a virtual conference better than RootsTech. They set the standard very high. They are able to, they really make a virtual conference as close to being there in person as you can get, really.
Yes, just the reach and the power that they have in the genealogy world. They just have all the resources available to them, more so than anyone else. And so they have that ability to provide a lot more than other people can. And so that's why, like I said, it's the largest genealogy conference in the world, and they definitely have that ability to do that. So, take advantage of this and get involved, get registered, and learn some things about whatever it is you want to learn about.
We're talking RootsTech. The tech part is important, and they do it very well.
Yeah. So it'll be good. What else should people prepare for?
Well, the Family History Library, if you're going to be there in person, the Family Search Library, excuse me, they changed the name. Library, yes. Family Search Library is just a couple of blocks from the South Palace. So if you are planning to be there in person, I would totally suggest that if you are making plans and when the schedule does come out, you schedule some time to spend at the Family Search Library, because you're in Salt Lake City. You are a family historian, genealogist, enthusiast. So of course, that's the next thing you want to do, is do some research, and you want to be able to use some of the things that you've learned in some of the sessions and just go right down the street and pull up a microfilm or a book, and you can use it right then. So make sure that you go to the Family Search Library. They are so welcoming, they're knowledgeable, they want you there. You can schedule a tour that only takes like maybe 10 minutes. You can tell them what you're looking for. Make sure you take your research plan with you, and they can tell you, if you need to be on the first floor, or if you need to be on the third floor with the microfilm, or if you're international, you need to go to the fourth floor. They will be able to help you more than you think that they would be able to.
And they have tons of volunteers there helping, because it is a busy week. It's thousands of people in Salt Lake City, and so they have plenty of people there to help you. Volunteers, very, very helpful and knowledgeable, and will help you get along there. It's like a short, really like 10-minute, if that, walk from the convention center. And if you have trouble walking, you can get a ride. They have the little shuttle carts, like golf carts, and it holds like 4 people, something like that. They can drive you down to the library, and they drop you off, but they only go back and forth between the library and the convention center. So don't think they're going to take you to the restaurant up the street and around the corner. But yeah, definitely, make your schedule to where you can fit in sometime. And they used to extend their hours, but I don't think they're extending their hours much, if any, this year. At least not till, I see, first year they like went to 10 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, it was late.
And I think it's only till like 6 or 7 this year, something like that. But pay attention. Now, all that's on the website, so you can look it up.
And I'll say, like I said, if you are not able to go and you are attending virtual, I would still say plan some time to go to the Family Search website, because they do have a lot of digitized records. You'll be able to do a lot of research on familysearch.org itself from your home. So I do suggest that you do that, because you're going to be doing those virtual sessions. You're going to learn some information, and then you can just click on familysearch.org and put some of those tips and tricks that you just learned to use from your house.
And Family Search Library, they do have research centers around the country. And so you might have one in your area. Look it up and see. You may be able to go to your local research center, and you have access to, at least from a technology standpoint, you have access to everything. Not so much the books and stuff, but maybe the microfilm. Just kind of depends on what they have at your center. But pay attention to that. So. Yeah, that's a good one. The expo hall, prepare for the expo hall. There will be, I don't know how many, probably 100 or so
100 at least.
Vendors there that are genealogy focused, family history focused, there to, of course, talk to you about their services. They're good. They are always helpful and willing to help you out. And talk to you about what they have. So, if you're going in person, make sure you go and support them. If you're, financially able to do it, buy some of their services and goods. If you can't, sign up for their social media. That'll help them out as well. If you are attending virtually, there is a virtual expo hall. Yes. So make sure that you go and do that. And our genealogy society, AUX, Afro-American Historical and Genealogical Society, they will have a virtual expo booth. So make sure you go by there and tell them that Philip and Trisha sent you.
Yes.
And go and check them out. So yeah, I mean, the expo hall is going to be great. We're going to give a tour of it on a YouTube video so you can see who's there and what they do. Talk about any specials that some of the vendors, I say vendors, I say suppliers a lot because of where I work. But that's, anyway, the companies that are there, they will definitely be willing and ready to chat with you and talk to you. So
yes, and whether you're in person or virtually, this is a great opportunity to be able to talk to those companies that you have questions about, that you've been wanting to use, or if you have used and you need more information. The genealogy bank will be there. Of course, Ancestry will be there. My Heritage. You can buy DNA test while you're there. Won't have to pay for shipping, so that's an extra cost
and
that you won't
usually
have. A discounted price as well. Billions of graves. That's something that I plan on doing this year, is documenting the cemeteries in my hometown. So they're definitely on my list to talk to, so I can make sure that I have the best experience and give the best pictures that I can to be able to upload to the website. So just we'll let you know when the expo hall people will be there and who all's going to be there to give you a more detailed list. But just know that it's going to be everybody from the big name companies, the DNA companies, to smaller companies that have jewelry and books, local books, hard to find books, T-shirts and stuff like that as well.
So there's definitely an opportunity to support small business, which is great because we're small business owners. And so, yes, go and please support your small businesses. And on top of that, also know that there will be other societies and organizations there that maybe aren't selling anything, but they are helping people find their family in their respective countries, and things like that, so specific to whatever country or ethnicity or background or whatever it is that they do. They're available as well. And so while you probably won't buy anything from them, you should interact with them, tell your family members and everybody about them.
And also institutes, places that you can go for educational purposes.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
If you are interested in becoming a professional genealogist, or you want to, up your knowledge on a specific area, there's going to be institutes there that'll be able to assist you in how to further make a career out of it or become a professional.
Yeah. Do you have anything else we want to talk about for the conference?
No. If you're going in person, just know it's going to be busy. It's going to be a lot of people there. Make sure you have on some very comfortable shoes, and just have fun, enjoy it, meet new people, and get the most out of it. Yeah,
we're going to do kind of a tips to help you prepare for RootsTech podcast here in the next couple of weeks or so. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. And definitely, go and have a good time. I mean, a lot of people, this is my take. I think I'm pretty funny. I like
Understatement.
I like to laugh and have a good time. And a lot of times, the genealogy and family history community, it can be like really, what's the word I'm looking for? Serious. Really somber and serious, because you're talking about dead people. And you're talking about people who've been through a lot of atrocities, slavery, and Holocaust, and all these different things that's happened in our history, because they did happen. And we're going to talk about it, and we're going to educate on it, learn about it, no matter what anybody says. And that's why we're important, and we're here doing things. I've gotten on the soapbox.
Preach.
Whatever. I've gotten on the soapbox. But anyway, I mean, yes, it can be really painful sometimes and hurtful and sad.
It's hard to talk about.
But yes, absolutely. And that's okay. But it can be fun too.
Yes.
And so I like to bring a lighter side, fun to it, and wherever I can. And so, yes, you should go out and have a good time. If you see us there, obviously come and
please come say hello.
Come and say hello. If you don't know what we look like, it's a good opportunity for you to go to our YouTube channel and watch some YouTube videos.
Yes.
You should not be able to miss us there.
Which we have some RootsTech videos that would be great for you guys to watch if you wanted to.
Absolutely. So, all right. I think we're going to end it right there. We're excited about RootsTech. We hope you are. You get involved, and yeah, tell us about if you're going to RootsTech. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you go on Facebook and on Twitter? I still call it Twitter, but X. And let us know if you're going to RootsTech and what you're most looking forward to. So,
and that includes if you're going to be there virtually. We want to know.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys, we appreciate you. If you are not following us, liking us, subscribe to us on our social media channels, please go and do that. You're going to hear updates, and they're going to come fast and furious once February hits for sure.
Next couple of weeks, yes.
Updates on RootsTech, you'll find it there. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's all.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
All right, peace.